There is a quiet door inside you that opens only when the struggle finally loosens, and on the other side, abundance flows in. Not because you forced it, not because you worked harder than your body could carry, not because you proved your worth to life, but because, for one soft moment, you stopped fighting the very peace that was trying to reach you. The moment you stop struggling, abundance flows in, not always like thunder, not always like a sudden wave, but sometimes like warm air entering a room that has been closed for too long. It comes as a slower breath, a softer chest, a quiet feeling that maybe you do not have to chase everything anymore. Maybe what is meant to bless you can find you when your hands are open. Maybe life can meet you gently when your heart stops bracing for pain. If you are listening now with a tired heart, stay here. If you have been holding everything together, stay here. If your mind has been asking, when will it finally be my turn? Stay here. These words are for the part of you that has been trying so hard to be strong. The part of you that wakes up already thinking. The part of you that smiles for others, then feels heavy when no one is looking. The part of you that keeps checking, planning, hoping, waiting, wondering, and quietly asking life for one sign that you have not been forgotten. You have not been forgotten. You are not too late. You are not outside the reach of good. You are not here by accident. And if a part of you is wondering whether these words are really meant for you, yes, they are. Let that truth come close. You do not need to earn this moment. You do not need to deserve your own peace. You do not need to become a different person before life can be kind to you. Tonight or today, wherever you are being invited into a softer way, a way where you stay ill-care, but you do not crush yourself with worry, a way where you still dream, but you do not chase from fear, a way where you still take steps, but you allow those steps to come from trust. So let your shoulders fall. Let your jaw loosen. Let your hands rest open. There is nothing to prove here. There is only your heart, your breath, and the gentle possibility that abundance may already be closer than your struggle allowed you to see. I know you have been carrying so much. Maybe you have been carrying old fears that never truly had a place to rest. Maybe you have been carrying money worries, family worries, love worries, body worries, future worries. Maybe you have been carrying a quiet sadness that is hard to explain, because from the outside your life may look like it is moving, but inside you may feel like you are still waiting for something to finally soften. And maybe you have tried to fix that feeling by doing more, trying more, working more, thinking more, planning more, giving more, holding more. But deep inside, the heart begins to whisper when it has had enough. It says, I cannot keep living only from pressure. I cannot keep begging life to feel safe. I cannot keep turning every desire into a battle. I need rest. I need softness. I need to remember that I am allowed to receive. Take a moment right now and ask yourself, When was the last time you truly gave yourself permission to stop struggling? Not to quit your dreams, not to abandon your responsibilities, not to turn away from your life, but to stop fighting yourself while you walk through it. When was the last time you let your body feel that it did not have to stay tense to be protected? When was the last time you let your heart believe that good could come without pain being the price? When was the last time you allowed one simple breath to be enough? If you want, you can hold that question quietly inside you, or you can share it in the comments later as a soft promise to yourself. When did I last give myself permission to rest? Because rest is not weakness. Softness is not failure. Receiving is not laziness. Letting go of struggle does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop making fear the leader of your life. You may have learned that effort must feel hard to be real. You may have learned that love must be earned. You may have learned that money only comes through stress. You may have learned that if you are not worried, you are not responsible. You may have learned that if you stop holding everything tightly, it will all fall apart. But what if that is not the whole truth? What if peace can hold things too? What if trust can guide you too? What if your calm heart can make wiser choices than your frightened mind? What if abundance is not something you pull toward you with force, but something you make space for by becoming open? Imagine the quiet strength of roots beneath the earth. They do not shout. They do not hurry. They do not argue with the sky. They simply keep reaching in the dark, gently, steadily, knowing there is nourishment below and light above. They are not weak because they are quiet. They are strong because they are connected. You are allowed to be like that, quietly connected, deeply held, soft, but not powerless, still, but not empty, open, but not lost. Your life does not need your panic in order to change. Your dreams do not need your exhaustion in order to come closer. Your worth does not grow because you struggle harder. Your worth is already here, under the fear, under the waiting, under the tired smile, under the old stories. There is a part of you that still knows how to receive, a part of you that remembers peace, a part of you that knows you were not born only to push, chase, prove, and worry. You were also born to breathe, to notice beauty, to feel warmth, to be supported, to let kindness in, to let your own heart become a safe place. So tonight, let this be the gentle beginning. You do not have to solve everything now. You do not have to know how abundance will arrive. You do not have to see the whole path. You only need to soften one small place inside you. One breath, one thought, one open hand, one quiet yes. And from that small yes, the flow can begin. Let your body become still now. Let your breath slow down in its own natural way. You do not have to breathe perfectly. You do not have to relax perfectly. You do not have to feel anything special. Just let yourself be here. Let each word come to you slowly, like a drop of warm water on dry soil. You do not need to grab the words. You can receive them. You can let them pass through your mind and settle where they are needed. I no longer turn my dreams into a battlefield. Say that softly inside yourself. I no longer turn my dreams into a battlefield. I can want something deeply without fighting myself for it. I can love my future without hurting my present. I can care about what is coming and still let my body rest now. Let that be true in your chest. Let it be true in your hands. Your dreams are not enemies. Your desires are not burdens. They are small lanterns inside you, showing you where more life wants to grow. You do not need to run after them with fear. You can walk toward them with peace. I allow my heart to unclench. Let those words move gently through you. I allow my heart to unclench. Not all at once, not by force, not because someone told you to relax, but because your heart has done so much for you, and it deserves a moment of softness. Let it loosen. Let it open a little. Let it stop guarding every door. Your heart does not have to stay tight to keep you safe. Your heart can open slowly, like a flower opening only when the air is warm enough, like a window opening after a long night, like a small bird resting its wings after flying through a storm. I am safe to stop forcing what needs room to grow. Say it slowly. I am safe to stop forcing what needs room to grow. Some things in life cannot be pulled open. A seed cannot be shouted into a tree. A tide cannot be pushed by hand. A sunrise cannot be dragged into the sky. And still the seed grows. The tide returns. The morning comes. You are safe to stop forcing what needs room. You can still show up. You can still take loving steps. But you do not need to squeeze life until your soul feels tired. You can give your good room to breathe. You can give your path room to unfold. You can give yourself room to become. I release the pressure to know every answer tonight. Let your mind hear this kindly. I release the pressure to know every answer tonight. You do not have to carry every possible tomorrow. You do not have to solve every money question, every love question, every life question, every hidden fear in this one moment. You can place the heavy book of the future down beside you, just for now. The answers that are needed can come in time. The clarity that belongs to you can rise when your mind becomes quiet enough to hear it. You are not lost because you do not know everything. You are simply living one breath at a time. I let abundance come through doors I have not noticed yet. Say it gently. I let abundance come through doors I have not noticed yet. There may be ways life can support you that your mind has not imagined. There may be small openings near you right now. A conversation, a quiet idea, a skill you forgot you had, a person who can help, a simple step, a new rhythm, a door that does not look grand but feels peaceful when you stand near it. Do not decide too quickly that nothing is changing. Some blessings begin underground. Some support begins as a whisper. Some abundance arrives first as a new way of seeing. I am open to gentle support in ordinary forms. Let this one be soft. I am open to gentle support in ordinary forms. Not every blessing needs to look dramatic. Sometimes support is a meal, a blanket, a deep breath, a message at the right time, a clean cup of water, a few quiet minutes alone, a kind sentence, a safe place to sleep, a moment when your mind becomes less loud, a small bill paid, a small task finished, a small fear released. Ordinary support is still support. Quiet good is still good. Simple abundance is still abundance. I do not need to punish myself with worry. Say it again, even more tenderly. I do not need to punish myself with worry. Worry may have been your old way of trying to stay safe. It may have felt like care. It may have felt like control. It may have felt like preparing. But worry is not the same as wisdom. Worry drains the body. Wisdom steadies it. Worry runs in circles. Wisdom listens. Worry tells you everything is danger. Wisdom says, breathe first, then take one loving step. You can release the punishment of worry. You can choose a calmer kind of care. I choose calm care over anxious control. Let that move through your body. I choose calm care over anxious control. You can care about your life without tightening around it. You can care about money without letting fear own your breath. You can care about love without chasing proof every moment. You can care about your future without leaving the present. Calm care is soft and awake. It says, I will do what is mine to do, and I will not harm myself with fear while I do it. Calm care has warm hands. Calm care has patient eyes. Calm care walks with you, not against you. I am allowed to receive before I feel perfectly ready. Say that to the part of you that keeps waiting. I am allowed to receive before I feel perfectly ready. You may think you must be more healed, more calm, more successful, more beautiful, more confident, more spiritual, more organized, more certain before life can bless you. But good does not only come to perfect people. Love does not only come to people who never feel afraid. Support does not only come to people who have everything figured out. You can receive while you are learning. You can receive while you are tender. You can receive while your voice shakes. You can receive today. I welcome peace into the places where I used to grip. Let your hands hear that. I welcome peace into the places where I used to grip. Peace in the fingers. Peace in the shoulders. Peace in the jaw. Peace in the stomach. Peace in the heart. Peace in the mind that has been trying to hold too many things at once. You do not have to grip every part of your life. Let one place soften, only one. That is enough. A little peace can spread, like warmth moving through a cup held between cold hands, like evening settling over a restless field, like gentle rain touching dust. I trust that not every delay is a denial. Say this with care. I trust that not every delay is a denial. A slow answer is not always a closed door. A quiet season is not always an empty season. A pause in your life is not proof that nothing is happening. Sometimes life is arranging what your eyes cannot yet see. Sometimes the road is becoming safer. Sometimes your heart is being prepared to receive what it once would have pushed away. You are allowed to trust the hidden work. You are allowed to believe that timing can hold kindness. I let my breath teach me how to receive. Breathe in and let the air come. You do not chase it. You do not earn it. You do not pull it with force. You open and it enters. Breathe out. You release what has already carved its moment. You do not need to keep old air. You let it go and more can come. This is the quiet lesson of breathing. Receive, release, receive, release. You can live more like this. You can let good come. You can let old fear leave. You can trust the rhythm. I am not empty. I am becoming open. Let this one touch the old feeling of lack. I am not empty. I am becoming open. There is a difference. Emptiness feels like nothing is here. Openness says space is being made. Emptiness feels like loss. Openness feels like invitation. Emptiness says I have been left behind. Openness says something new can enter now. You are not empty. You are making room. Room for peace. Room for wise abundance. Room for loving support. Room for better choices. Room for a new chapter that does not need to be built from panic. I honor the part of me that kept going. Say it slowly. I honor the part of me that kept going, even when you did not know how, even when your heart felt heavy, even when you were tired of hoping, even when you had to take care of things while needing care yourself. There is a brave part of you that stayed, not loud, not perfect, but steady enough to bring you here. Honor that part. Place a little warmth around it. It does not need more pressure. It needs kindness. It needs rest. It needs to hear, thank you. I can move forward without running from myself. Let the words breathe. I can move forward without running from myself. You do not have to leave your own heart behind in order to succeed. You do not have to abandon your body to get things done. You do not have to ignore your feelings to be strong. You can move with yourself. You can bring your whole self with you. The hopeful part, the tired part, the afraid part, the wise part, the soft part, the part that is ready to receive. All of you is welcome on this path. I stop making struggle the proof of my worth. Say this gently because it may touch something old. I stop making struggle the proof of my worth. You are not more worthy because you are exhausted. You are not more lovable because you carry everything alone. You are not more deserving because you suffer in silence. Your worth does not need pain to prove it. Your worth is quiet and steady. It is underneath everything, under the unfinished tasks, under the unanswered questions, under the old mistakes, under the fear. You are worthy now. Before the struggle ends, before the abundance arrives, before anyone sees how hard you have tried. I am worthy of ease that feels kind to my soul. Let this feel like warm fabric around your shoulders. I am worthy of ease that feels kind to my soul. Not empty ease, not careless ease, not pretending nothing matters, but true ease, the kind that lets your breath deepen, the kind that helps you make clear choices, the kind that lets you receive help without shame, the kind that reminds you that your life does not have to be built from constant tension. You are worthy of a softer rhythm. You are worthy of days that do not always feel like climbing. You are worthy of moments where nothing is demanded of you. I allow my nervous system to learn safety slowly. Say it with patience. I allow my nervous system to learn safety slowly. You do not need to force calm into your body. You do not need to rush your healing journey. You do not need to be perfectly peaceful to be growing. Your body may need time to trust this new softness. That is okay. Let safety come in small waves. A slower breath, a relaxed hand, a softened face, a quiet thought, a feeling of warmth near the heart. Small waves are still waves. Small peace is still peace. I welcome abundance that does not cost me my peace. Let this one be clear. I welcome abundance that does not cost me my peace. You are allowed to want good things without losing yourself. You are allowed to welcome money in ways that honor your well-being. You are allowed to welcome love that does not make you beg. You are allowed to welcome work that does not erase your spirit. You are allowed to welcome opportunities that feel honest and steady. Abundance does not need to arrive with chaos. Blessings do not need to break your body. Good can come in a way that your heart can hold. I am learning to receive with open hands and a calm heart. Say it again. I am learning to receive with open hands and a calm heart. Open hands do not mean you stop caring. A calm heart does not mean you have no desire. It means your desire is no longer wrapped in fear. It means your hope has space to breathe. It means you are not squeezing life for proof. It means you are standing near the river, not trying to drag it by hand. You are learning the art of allowing. You are learning the dignity of receiving. You are learning the quiet power of trust. I let my life become a wider sky. Let that image open around you. I let my life become a wider sky. A sky does not worry about making room. It already has room. Room for clouds, room for stars, room for birds, room for rain, room for sunlight, room for change. Your inner life can become like that. Wide enough for feelings to move through without becoming your whole identity. Wide enough for dreams. Wide enough for rest. Wide enough for abundance. Wide enough for surprise. You are not a small, closed room. You are a wider sky. I release old stories that taught me receiving was unsafe. Let this affirmation be very gentle. I release old stories that taught me receiving was unsafe. Maybe you learned not to need too much. Maybe you learned that help comes with a cost. Maybe you learned that good things disappear. Maybe you learned to stay guarded so disappointment would not hurt so much. Those stories may have been born from pain. They may have tried to protect you. But they do not need to lead your life forever. You can thank the old guard at the gate. You can say, I see why you stood here. And now I am opening this gate with love. I am safe to let good come closer. Say this slowly. I am safe to let good come closer. Not all at once, just closer. A little closer to your heart. A little closer to your daily life. A little closer to your choices. A little closer to your breath. Let good come closer as comfort. Let good come closer as support. Let good come closer as rest. Let good come closer as a peaceful idea. Let good come closer as a new chance. Let good come closer as the feeling that you do not have to struggle forever. I trust the quiet pull of what is meant for me. Let this one feel like the moon moving the sea. I trust the quiet pull of what is meant for me. You do not always need to shout for your path. Sometimes what is meant for you calls softly. It may pull you toward a calmer choice, a kinder place, a better rhythm, a more honest yes, a no that frees your breath, a small beginning that feels peaceful. Trust the quiet pull, not fear's rush, not panic's demand, not the loud voice that says, hurry or you will lose everything. Trust the quiet pull. Your heart knows more than fear admits. I give myself permission to rest without guilt. Let your body receive this one deeply. I give myself permission to rest without guilt. Rest is not wasted time. Rest is not a sign that you are falling behind. Rest is not proof that you are weak. Rest is how the inner soil becomes soft again. Rest is how the heart hears itself. Rest is how the body gathers strength. Rest is how the mind stops running in circles. Rest is part of abundance. Rest is part of wisdom. Rest is part of the path. You are allowed to rest. I bless the small good that is already here. Say it gently. I bless the small good that is already here. The pillow beneath you, the air around you, the sound of your breath, the quiet space where these words are meeting you, the strength that brought you to this moment, the part of you that still believes in peace, the part of you that is still willing to open. Bless the small good. Not because everything is perfect, but because what you bless becomes easier to see, and what you see with love can begin to grow in your awareness. I do not have to beg life for a place in its goodness. Let these words stand tall but soft. I do not have to beg life for a place in its goodness. You belong here. You belong in love. You belong in support. You belong in peace. You belong in the stream of good. You are not standing outside abundance, knocking forever. You are learning to remember the door opens inward, and as your heart softens, as your breath steadies, as your hands open, you begin to feel it. You were never truly separate from life. You were only tired. You were only guarded. You were only afraid. And now you are returning. I allow my next chapter to be softer than my last one. Let the words feel like a warm horizon. I allow my next chapter to be softer than my last one. Your past does not get to write every page. What has been hard does not need to remain hard forever. What has been delayed does not need to be denied forever. What has been painful does not need to become your permanent identity. A softer chapter can begin quietly with one choice, one breath, one honest release, one gentle receiving, one moment where you stop struggling and let abundance flow in. I trust that peace can be the doorway to more. Say this again. I trust that peace can be the doorway to more. Not pressure, not panic, not endless pushing. Peace. Peace can help you hear the next idea. Peace can help you notice the right door. Peace can help you make better choices. Peace can help your body rest and restore. Peace can help your heart stop expecting pain from every direction. Peace is not empty. Peace is full of quiet intelligence. Peace is a doorway, and you are allowed to step through. I let my inner world become a welcoming place for good. Let the words move into the room of your heart. I let my inner world become a welcoming place for good. Not a place filled with constant attack. Not a place where every hope is criticized. Not a place where fear has the loudest chair. But a warm inner room. A room with soft lamps. A room with open windows. A room where your dreams can sit down and breathe. A room where your tiredness is not judged. A room where abundance feels invited. A room where you are spoken to with love. I speak to myself as someone I am learning to care for. Say that with tenderness. I speak to myself as someone I am learning to care for. You do not need to speak to yourself like an enemy. You do not need to use harsh words to grow. You do not need to scare yourself into change. You can guide yourself gently. You can say, "Come back to peace." You can say, "We are learning." You can say, "One step is enough." You can say, "I am proud of you for trying." You can say, "You are safe with me now." Your own voice can become a place of shelter. I stop chasing proof and start feeling presence. Let this be slow. I stop chasing proof and start feeling presence. Proof may come and go. Messages may come and go. Numbers may rise and fall. People may understand or not understand. Plans may change. But presence is here now. Your breath is here now. Your heart is here now. This moment is here now. And when you return to presence, you stop handing all your peace to things outside you. You begin to grow peace inside. A deep, steady peace. A peace that does not need everything to be solved before it can hold you. I am allowed to want abundance and still be peaceful today. Say this to the part of you that thinks desire must be tense. I am allowed to want abundance and still be peaceful today. You can welcome more without hating what is here. You can desire change without rejecting yourself. You can dream of a better life without calling this moment a mistake. You can say, I am grateful for what supports me now, and I am open to more good. That is a beautiful balance. That is mature hope. That is soft power. That is how the heart becomes ready to receive without breaking itself in the waiting. I choose to believe life can meet me gently. Let this be a small belief at first. I choose to believe life can meet me gently. Maybe your past showed you hard roads. Maybe you learned to expect difficulty. Maybe ease feels unfamiliar. That is okay. You do not need to force your mind into a huge belief tonight. Begin with one small opening. Life can meet me gently in one way, one kind moment, one calm answer, one little sign, one peaceful step. Let that be enough. Small trust grows when it is treated kindly. I place my fears down for this one breath. Only this breath. I place my fears down for this one breath. You can pick them up later if you must. But for this breath, let them rest. Let fear sit beside you instead of inside your hands. Let it become a small bundle on the floor. You do not need to throw it away. You do not need to fight it. Just put it down. Breathe. Feel the space in your hands. Feel the small relief. For this one breath, you are not holding everything. I receive the peace that is possible right now. Not perfect peace, not endless peace, not a peace that never changes. Just the peace that is possible right now. Maybe it is tiny. Maybe it is only the space between two thoughts. Maybe it is only a softer shoulder. Maybe it is only a slower breath. Receive that. Do not call it too small. Do not reject the first drop because you wanted the whole rain. Receive the peace that is possible now. Small peace matters. Small peace is the beginning. I let enoughness return to my body. Say that slowly. I let enoughness return to my body, not only as an idea, as a feeling. Enough in the breath, enough in the heart, enough in the hands, enough in the belly. enough in the bones. You do not have to be more in this moment. You do not have to do more in this moment. You do not have to prove more in this moment. Let the body feel enough. Let the body know for now it can stop climbing. For now it can rest on the ground of being. I am held by the quiet strength beneath my life. This is a deep one. I am held by the quiet strength beneath my life, like roots under a forest floor, like stone beneath a river, like night holding the stars without effort. There is a strength under you that is not loud. It has carried you through more than you know. It is in your breath. It is in your will to continue. It is in the way you keep looking for peace. It is in the way your heart still responds to gentle words. You are held by something quiet and strong inside you. I allow my thoughts to slow down and become kind. Let your mind hear this. I allow my thoughts to slow down and become kind. The mind does not have to be a storm tonight. It can become a soft sky. Thoughts may still pass through. Let them pass. A worry comes. Let it pass. A memory comes. Let it pass. A question comes. Let it pass. You do not have to follow every thought. You can stay with the breath. You can stay with the warmth in your heart. You can stay with kindness. I welcome a life that feels less like pushing and more like flowing. Say it gently. I welcome a life that feels less like pushing and more like flowing. Flow does not mean nothing ever happens. Flow does not mean you never take action. Flow means your action is guided by peace, not fear. Flow means you listen before you move. Flow means you stop trying to break down doors that make your spirit smaller. Flow means you notice where life opens naturally. Flow means you trust the river inside your own heart, and when the river bends, you bend with it. Not because you are weak, because you are wise. I am open to being surprised by gentle good. Let this bring a little warmth. I am open to being surprised by gentle good. You do not need to know every way good can come. You do not need to plan every blessing. You do not need to watch the horizon with tired eyes. You can live with a soft openness. Maybe today holds one small good thing. Maybe tomorrow holds an answer. Maybe this week holds a door. Maybe this season is preparing more than you can see. You can be open. You can let life surprise you without trying to control the shape of the gift. I no longer confuse struggle with devotion. Say this with care. I no longer confuse struggle with devotion. You can be devoted to your dreams without hurting yourself. You can be devoted to your loved ones without disappearing. You can be devoted to growth without becoming harsh. You can be devoted to abundance without living in fear. True devotion has love in it. True devotion has breath in it. True devotion has respect for your heart. You are allowed to be devoted and gentle at the same time. I let my body rest while my life continues to unfold. Let your whole body hear this. I let my body rest while my life continues to unfold. You do not have to stay away. Key inside every problem. You do not have to hold your body in tension while life moves. The world can turn while you rest. Seeds can grow in the dark. Answers can form while you sleep. Your body can be allowed to restore. Your mind can be allowed to quiet. Rest is not leaving your life. Rest is trusting that life does not need your fear every second. I am becoming someone who receives with grace. Say it softly. I am becoming someone who receives with grace. You can receive a compliment without pushing it away. You can receive help without apologizing for needing it. You can receive rest without calling yourself lazy. You can receive money with care and wisdom. You can receive love without expecting it to vanish. You can receive beauty without guilt. You can receive good as if your heart has a place for it. Because it does. Your heart has a place for good. I forgive myself for the years I thought struggle was the only way. Let this be tender. I forgive myself for the years I thought struggle was the only way. You did not know what you know now. You did what you could with the safety you had. You held on because you were afraid to fall. You pushed because you thought nothing would come otherwise. You worried because you wanted to protect what mattered. You do not need to shame your old self. Your old self was trying. Your old self deserves compassion. Now you can learn a softer way. I bless my desire and release the fear around it. Say this to your deepest wish. I bless my desire and release the fear around it. Your desire is not wrong. Your wish for abundance is not wrong. Your wish for love is not wrong. Your wish for rest is not wrong. Your wish for a better life is not wrong. But fear may have wrapped itself around that desire. So now gently you begin to loosen the fear. You keep the desire. You release the panic. You keep the vision. You release the tightness. You keep the hope. You release the struggle. I allow the good meant for me to meet me without force. Let this feel like an open path. I allow the good meant for me to meet me without force. Maybe it comes through a person. Maybe it comes through an idea. Maybe it comes through work that feels right. Maybe it comes through a choice to slow down. Maybe it comes through a door closing that saves your peace. Maybe it comes through a door opening that feels simple. You do not need to decide how everything must happen. You can leave room for a kinder path. I am safe in the pause before the blessing appears. Say this slowly. I am safe in the pause before the blessing appears. The pause can feel hard. The space between asking and receiving can feel lonely. But the pause is not empty. The pause may be preparing your heart. The pause may be teaching your body to receive without fear. The pause may be clearing what no longer belongs. The pause may be making room. You are safe in this space. You are safe while things form quietly. You are safe while the next chapter gathers itself. I stop fighting the rhythm of my own life. Let this one sink deep. I stop fighting the rhythm of my own life. Your rhythm may not look like someone else's. Your path may move more slowly in one place and faster in another. Your heart may need more time. Your body may need more care. Your dreams may unfold in a shape you did not expect. That does not mean you are wrong. That does not mean you are behind. You have a rhythm, a sacred pace, a living pattern. And when you stop fighting it, you may begin to feel carried by it. I give myself permission to be supported. Say it again. I give myself permission to be supported. You do not have to do everything alone. You do not have to be the strong one every hour. You do not have to hide your needs to be loved. You do not have to make support hard to find. You are allowed to ask. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to lean just a little. Even the tallest tree receives from the soil, the rain, the sun, and the quiet air. Receiving is part of life. Receiving is natural. Receiving is allowed. I choose a softer thought when the old fear returns. Let this be practical. I choose a softer thought when the old fear returns. The old fear may say, nothing will change. You can answer, something small can shift today. The old fear may say, I am alone. You can answer, support can reach me in ways I do not yet see. The old fear may say, I must push harder. You can answer, I can move with peace. The old fear may say, abundance is far away. You can answer, I am opening to the good already near me. A softer thought is not a lie. It is a bridge. I allow the flow of life to be wiser than my fear. Say this with a slow breath. I allow the flow of life to be wiser than my fear. Fear sees a small piece. Life holds a larger movement. Fear reacts to shadows. Life moves with seasons. Fear wants every answer now. Life often gives the next step when the heart is ready. Let the flow be wiser. Let it carry what you cannot carry. Let it turn what you cannot turn. Let it bring what belongs without needing your fear to lead the way. I am safe to soften into receiving. Let the body hear that word again. Receiving. You are safe to soften into receiving. Softening does not mean losing yourself. Softening does not mean letting everything in. Softening means you stop locking the door against what could bless you. You can still have boundaries. You can still choose wisely. You can still listen to your body. And you can also let good come closer. You can soften and stay wise. You can receive and stay grounded. I let tonight become a doorway into peace. If you are listening at night, let the night hold you. If while you are listening during the day, let this moment become your quiet night inside. I let tonight become a doorway into peace, a doorway out of pressure, a doorway out of old fear, a doorway out of the belief that I must struggle to be worthy, a doorway into breath, a doorway into warmth, a doorway into open hands, a doorway into the gentle flow of abundance. You do not need to run through this doorway. You can step slowly, one breath at a time. I am learning that peace and abundance can grow together. Say that softly. I am learning that peace and abundance can grow together. You do not have to choose between calm and success. You do not have to choose between rest and receiving. You do not have to choose between inner peace and outer support. Peace can become the soil. Abundance can become the flower. Trust can become the water. Gratitude can become the sunlight. And you can be the garden where it all begins quietly. Not by force, by care, by patience, by love. I no longer close my heart to protect myself from disappointment. Let this be very gentle. I no longer close my heart to protect myself from disappointment. It is understandable that you closed. It is understandable that you guarded. It is understandable that you became careful with hope. But your heart does not have to live locked away forever. You can open slowly. You can hope softly. You can allow good without demanding that life prove everything first. A soft heart is not foolish. A soft heart is alive. A soft heart can receive. A soft heart can heal emotionally. A soft heart can become strong in a new way. I let life love me in quiet, practical ways. Say this slowly. I let life love me in quiet, practical ways. Through food, through rest, through wise choices, through a message, through a safe place, through a moment of clarity, through support that helps your day become easier, through a breath that calms you, through the small strength to do one needed thing. Life's love may be simple. Do not miss it, because it is not dramatic. Let the simple good count. Let the practical blessing count. Let the quiet care count. I can be thankful and still welcome more. Let this free you. I can be thankful and still welcome more. Gratitude does not mean you stop growing. Gratitude does not mean you silence your dreams. Gratitude does not mean you accept less than your soul is ready for. Gratitude says, I see the good here, and I am open to more good too. Both can be true. You can bless this breath and welcome a brighter season. You can love one small support and invite deeper abundance. You can be thankful and still expand. I stop asking fear for permission to receive. Say it again with quiet strength. I stop asking fear for permission to receive. Fear will often say no. Fear will say, wait until you are sure. Wait until nothing can go wrong. Wait until you are perfect. Wait until everyone understands. Wait until the path is risk-free. But fear cannot be the keeper of your abundance. Fear cannot decide your worth. Fear cannot be the voice that closes every door. You can listen to fear with kindness and still choose trust. You can say, thank you for trying to protect me. But I am opening now. I am open now. Simple words. I am open now. Open to peace. Open to rest. Open to support. Open to the next step. Open to gentle abundance. Open to being loved by life in ways I may not expect. Open to receiving without shame. Open to moving without panic. Open to waiting without losing hope. Open to a softer way. Let your body feel the word open, not wide open to everything, just open enough for good. I let the struggle melt out of my shoulders. Bring your attention there now. Your shoulders have carried so many invisible things, expectations, plans, fears, responsibilities, unspoken sadness, old pressure. Let them melt a little. I let the struggle melt out of my shoulders. I let the weight slide down. I let my body remember the ground beneath me. I let myself be held by this moment. You do not have to carry tomorrow on your shoulders tonight. You can put tomorrow down. I let my hands remember they were made to receive too. Look at your hands in your mind. Hands that have worked, hands that have held, hands that have given, hands that have carried, hands that have tried. Now let them remember something else. They were made to receive too. I let my hands remember they were made to receive too. They can receive warmth. They can receive kindness. They can receive help. They can receive rest. They can receive the gentle signs of abundance. Open them softly if you can. Let them be empty without being afraid. Empty hands can receive. I invite comfort into the places where life felt hard. Say it like a blessing. I invite comfort into the places where life felt hard. Comfort for the old worry. Comfort for the tired heart. Comfort for the part of you that felt unseen. Comfort for the part of you that kept trying to be enough. Comfort for the part of you that feared there would never be more. Comfort does not erase your story. Comfort sits with you inside it. Comfort says, you are not alone here. Comfort says, breathe, dear heart. Comfort says, you can rest now. I let abundance be peaceful, honest, and kind. Let this shape the kind of good you welcome. I let abundance be peaceful, honest, and kind. Not rushed, not confusing, not harmful, not something that makes you lose yourself. Peaceful abundance, honest abundance, kind abundance. The kind that supports your life without stealing your spirit. The kind that helps you give from fullness, not exhaustion. The kind that lets you sleep with a calmer heart. The kind that honors who you are becoming. I am guided by the softness that remains after fear grows quiet. Say it gently. I am guided by the softness that remains after fear grows quiet. When fear becomes loud, it can be hard to hear anything else. But when you breathe, when you pause, when you stop arguing with life for a moment, a softer knowing may appear, a small yes, a small no, a feeling of ease, a feeling of release, a quiet sense of the next step. Trust the softness after fear grows quiet. It may be your inner wisdom speaking in a voice gentle enough to miss. I receive this moment as a beginning, not the whole journey, just a beginning. I receive this moment as a beginning. This breath can be a beginning. This softness can be a beginning. This choice to stop struggling can be a beginning. This open hand can be a beginning. This one calm thought can be a beginning. Do not wait for a perfect morning, a perfect plan, a perfect mood, or a perfect life. Begin here. Begin small. Begin gently. Begin with the truth that you are worthy of peace now. I allow my life to open without me pushing every door. Say it once. I allow my life to open without me pushing every door. Say it again, slower. I allow my life to open without me pushing every door. And now let it become even softer. I allow the right doors to open in a way my heart can trust. Some doors may not be yours. You do not need to force them. Some paths may feel heavy because they are not made for your peace. You do not need to keep proving yourself there. Let the right doors have a different feeling, more space, more honesty, more breath, more quiet, yes. I welcome the kind of abundance that helps me become more myself. Let that be the direction. I welcome the kind of abundance that helps me become more myself, more peaceful, more honest, more loving, more grounded, more free to breathe, more able to give from a full heart, more able to rest without guilt, more able to live with gentle courage. The right abundance does not make you disappear. It brings you home. It gives your true self more room. It helps your spirit stand in the light without fear. I am no longer willing to abandon myself for the feeling of control. This may be a strong one. Let it come with kindness. I am no longer willing to abandon myself for the feeling of control. You do not need to leave your body to live in your mind. You do not need to ignore your heart to manage every detail. You do not need to lose sleep to feel responsible. You can care for your life without abandoning yourself. You can come back to your breath, back to your body, back to your heart, back to the quiet place inside you that knows struggle is not your home. I choose to let enough be present before more arrives. Say this softly. I choose to let enough be present before more arrives. More may be coming. More support. More clarity. More love. More financial steadiness. More rest. More joy. But before more arrives, let enough be present. Enough breath for this moment. Enough strength for one step. Enough awareness to choose kindness. Enough life in you to begin again. Enough good nearby to bless. Enough peace possible now. When enough is present, more no longer has to be chased from fear. I make room for good by releasing the grip of lack. Let this be visual. Imagine lack as a tight fist around your heart, not because you are bad, because you were scared. Now imagine the fingers opening slowly, one finger at a time. I make room for good by releasing the grip of lack. I do not deny my needs. I do not pretend every desire is fulfilled, but I stop letting lack be the only story. I make room for evidence of support. I make room for gratitude. I make room for new ideas. I make room for hope. I let my spirit feel like warm water again, soft, moving, gentle, not frozen in fear, not sharp from old pain, not rushing over stones, just warm water flowing through the heart. I let my spirit feel like warm water again. I allow warmth to return. I allow movement to return. I allow comfort to return. I allow the hard places in me to soften at the edges. There is nothing to force. Warm water does not argue with stone. It keeps touching gently until even the rough places feel less alone. I trust that my calm energy can welcome calm blessings. Say this with a slow breath. I trust that my calm energy can welcome calm blessings. When your energy becomes calmer, your eyes may see more clearly. Your choices may feel less rushed. Your words may become softer. Your body may feel less like it is running from something. And in that calmer space, blessings may be easier to notice, easier to receive, easier to keep. You are not trying to be calm to impress life. You are becoming calm because your heart deserves it. I allow abundance to flow in ways that respect my well-being. Let this be protective and open. I allow abundance to flow in ways that respect my well-being, not at the cost of your peace, not at the cost of your sleep, not at the cost of your self-respect, not at the cost of your inner voice. Let abundance come in ways that help you feel more whole. Let money be connected with wisdom. Let love be connected with safety. Let opportunity be connected with honesty. Let growth be connected with rest. Let receiving be connected with peace. I can let go without losing what is truly meant for me. Say this to the fear of release. I can let go without losing what is truly meant for me. Letting go does not mean and you stop loving. Letting go does not mean you stop caring. Letting go does not mean you push away your dreams. Letting go means you release the tight fear around them. You stop holding your blessing like it will disappear if you blink. What is truly aligned with your life does not need your panic to find you. You can let go and still receive. I give my heart permission to feel safe with ease. This one may feel new. I give my heart permission to feel safe with ease. If life has been hard, ease can feel strange at first. The body may look for the problem. The mind may wonder when the other shoe will drop. That is an old protection. Speak gently. Ease is allowed. Good moments are allowed. Soft days are allowed. Help is allowed. Peace is allowed. You do not need to create a problem to feel prepared. you can let ease be safe. I let abundance begin as inner spaciousness. Say it slowly. I let abundance begin as inner spaciousness. Space to breathe, space to think, space to feel, space to rest, space to choose, space to hear your own heart, space to stop reacting, space to welcome new good. Abundance is not only what fills your hands, it is also the space inside you that can hold life without breaking. Let that space grow. Let it widen. Let it become a calm sky inside your chest. I welcome new good without rejecting my present life. Let this bring balance. I welcome new good without rejecting my present life. You can want a better season and still bless this breath. You can desire more support and still honor what has carried you this far. You can be ready for change and still be kind to the life you have now. Rejection creates tension. Blessing creates room. So bless this moment gently, then open to what comes next. Your present life is not your enemy. It is the place where the next doorway appears. I choose trust as my resting place tonight. Let that be simple. I choose trust as my resting place tonight. Not because every question is answered, not because every worry has disappeared, not because life is perfect, but because your heart needs somewhere soft to lie down. Let trust be a resting place, a warm blanket, a quiet room, a soft shore after long waters. You can rest there for a while. You can let trust hold what your mind cannot solve. I am worthy of support that feels steady and kind. Say it again. I am worthy of support that feels steady and kind. Not support that makes you feel small. Not support that asks you to become silent. Not support that comes with fear. Steady support. Kind support. Support that helps you breathe more deeply. Support that respects your heart. Support that meets you without making you beg. You are worthy of that. You are worthy of being helped in ways that do not harm your spirit. I let the old fight leave my breath. Bring attention onto your breathing again. I let the old fight leave my breath. Maybe your breath has been shallow. Maybe it has been working too hard. Maybe it has been carrying tension for years. Let it soften. Inhale gently. Exhale slowly. Let the old fight leave. You do not need to breathe like someone being chased. You can breathe like someone coming home. You can breathe like someone who is allowed to rest. I allow the present moment to be gentle with me. Say it softly. I allow the present moment to be gentle with me. This moment is not asking you to be perfect. This moment is not asking you to fix your whole life. This moment is simply inviting you to arrive, to breathe, to soften. to listen, to be held by a little quiet. Let the present moment be gentle. Let it touch you lightly, like a feather, like moonlight on water, like a warm hand near your heart. I am becoming more available to blessings I once pushed away. Let this one be honest. I am becoming more available to blessings I once pushed away. Maybe you pushed away help because you felt embarrassed. Maybe you pushed away love because it felt unsafe. Maybe you pushed away rest because guilt spoke loudly. Maybe you pushed away money because receiving felt strange. Maybe you pushed away ease because struggle felt familiar. No shame. Now you are learning. Now you are opening. Now you are becoming more available to good. I invite my life to feel less heavy, one breath at a time. Say that again. I invite my life to feel less heavy, one breath at a time. Not the whole life at once, just one breath. Then another, then another. Let the heaviness lift in small ways. A little space in the chest, a little softness in the eyes, a little warmth in the hands, a little quiet in the mind. This is how the body learns. This is how the heart trusts. One breath at a time. I let myself be carried by gentle rhythms. Let this be like a lullaby. I let myself be carried by gentle rhythms. The rhythm of breath, the rhythm of night and morning, the rhythm of rest and action, the rhythm of giving and receiving, the rhythm of asking and allowing, the rhythm of planting and waiting, the rhythm of opening and softening. You do not have to live like a machine. You are alive. You have seasons. You have waves. You have quiet needs. Let the gentle rhythms carry you. I stop treating every unknown as a threat. Say this kindly to your mind. I stop treating every unknown as a threat. The unknown can feel scary, but the unknown is also where new good comes from. The unknown is where fresh answers form. The unknown is where unexpected help may appear. The unknown is where life can bring something better than your old plan. Not knowing everything does not mean danger is near. Sometimes not. Knowing means the story is still open, and an open story can change. I allow hope to return in a calm and grounded way. Let hope be soft. I allow hope to return in a calm and grounded way. Not frantic hope, not desperate hope, not hope that demands proof every hour. Calm hope, hope with roots, hope that breathes, hope that knows one step matters, hope that can sit quietly beside uncertainty and not run away. Let hope return like a bird landing near your window. Do not grab it. Let it come closer on its own. I am safe to believe in good again. Say that slowly. I am safe to believe in good again. Maybe you are not ready to believe in everything. That is okay. Believe in one good thing, one kind moment, one better thought, one small opening, one peaceful breath, one sign of support, one blessing already near you. Good does not have to be huge to be real. Let belief begin gently. Let it grow without pressure. I choose to meet my life with open palms. Picture your palms open again. I choose to meet my life with open palms. Open palms do not demand. They receive. They bless. They release. They make room. They hold gently. They do not crush what they love. They do not cling to what needs to move. They do not hide from what is kind. Open palms are brave. Open palms are peaceful. Open palms say, I am ready to stop struggling. I am ready to let abundance flow in. I let my heart become a quiet harbor. Let that image wrap around you. I let my heart become a quiet harbor. A place where your own tired thoughts can come in from the storm. A place where your fears do not have to drown. A place where little boats of hope can rest. A place where the water is calmer. A place where you can hear yourself again. You do not need to be an open ocean tonight. You can be a harbor. Quiet, held, sheltered, ready for peace. I allow emotional healing to happen with patience and care. Let this be safe and gentle. I allow emotional healing to happen with patience and care. You are not forcing anything. You are not fixing yourself like something broken. You are supporting the tender places. You are letting old fear breathe. You are giving your heart new words. You are creating an inner space where peace can grow. Emotional healing can be slow. It can be quiet. It can happen in small moments like this. You are allowed to heal at the pace of love. I welcome rest as part of my abundance. Say it as a new truth. I welcome rest as part of my abundance. Rest is not separate from abundance. Rest is one of its sweetest forms. A rested heart can receive more clearly. A rested mind can choose more wisely. A rested body can move more gently. A rested spirit can hear the quiet yes. You are allowed to count rest as a blessing. You are allowed to let rest be rich. You are allowed to receive the abundance of nothing being demanded of you for a moment. I soften the place in me that believes I must earn love. Let this be tender. I soften the place in me that believes I must earn love. You do not have to earn love by being useful. You do not have to earn love by never needing anything. You do not have to earn love by carrying everything. You do not have to earn love by being easy for everyone else. Your heart deserves care because it is your heart. Your being deserves kindness because you are here. Let that old belief soften. Let love become less of a test. Let receiving love feel a little more natural. I trust myself to take the next peaceful step. Say it slowly. I trust myself to take the next peaceful step. Not the perfect step, not the giant step, not the step that solves every question, the next peaceful step. You can trust yourself with that. You can listen. You can wait. You can move when the body feels calmer. You can choose from a clearer place. You are not helpless. You are learning to be guided by peace. And peace will show you what is next when it is time. I let the flow of abundance begin inside my own breath. Let the breath become the river now. I let the flow of abundance begin inside my own breath. Inhale, receiving. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, openness. Exhale, struggle. Inhale, trust. Exhale, tightness. Inhale, peace. Exhale, fear. This is the first flow. Before money, before answers, before visible change, the breath is flowing. Life is flowing. And you are part of that flow. I am ready to live with less struggle and more trust. Say it again. I am ready to live with less struggle and more trust. You may not know how every part will change. That is okay. Readiness does not mean certainty. Readiness means your heart is tired of the old way. Readiness means something in you is opening to a new rhythm. Less struggle, more trust, less forcing, more allowing, less fear, more breath, less self-punishment, more kindness. This is the new direction. I let these words settle deep without trying to hold them. You can simply rest now. You do not have to remember every affirmation. Your body has heard enough to begin. Your heart has felt enough to soften. Your mind has received new seeds. Let them sink. Let them rest. Like seeds under dark, warm earth. You do not need to dig them up to see if they are growing. Let the quiet do its work. Let the softness do its work. Let the breath do its work. I am here. I am breathing. I am softening. I am opening. I am receiving. I am allowing life to meet me in kinder ways. I am letting go of the fight one breath at a time. I am making room for peaceful abundance. I am worthy of support that feels safe. I am ready for the flow of health, the good to begin gently. And now for a little while, let the affirmations become even slower. Let them move like clouds across a night sky. You do not need to chase them. Just notice them. Let them pass. Let them touch you. Let them leave a little warmth behind. I stop struggling with my own becoming. I stop struggling with my own becoming. I stop struggling with my own becoming, and I let myself grow in peace. I let abundance enter through the door of calm. I let abundance enter through the door of calm. I let abundance enter through the door of calm, and I welcome what comes with wisdom and care. I am not behind my blessings. I am not behind my blessings. I am not behind my blessings. I am meeting them at the pace my heart can hold. I release the habit of bracing for disappointment. I release the habit of bracing for disappointment. I release the habit of bracing for disappointment, and I let my body learn a safer way to hope. I am allowed to be supported in ways that feel simple and real. I am allowed to be supported in ways that feel simple and real. I am allowed to be supported in ways that feel simple, honest, kind, and real. I trust the quiet openings. I trust the quiet openings. I trust the quiet openings, because not every blessing needs to announce itself loudly. I return to my breath when struggle calls my name. I return to my breath when struggle calls my name. I return to my breath when struggle calls my name, and I remember I can choose peace again. I let go of the tight story that says life must be hard. I let go of the tight story that says life must be hard. I let go of the tight story that says life must be hard, and I allow a kinder story to begin. I receive what is ready to meet me now. I receive what is ready to meet me now. I receive what is ready to meet me now, and I trust what is still taking shape. I am safe to be gentle with myself. I am safe to be gentle with myself. I am safe to be gentle with myself, even while I grow, change, learn, and receive. Let these last words of this first practice settle quietly. You are not forcing. You are not chasing. You are not begging. You are not outside the circle of good. You are learning to open. You are learning to soften. You are learning to let the old struggle fall away from your hands. And as your hands open, as your breath slows, as your heart becomes less afraid, something inside you begins to understand. Abundance does not only arrive when life changes. Sometimes abundance begins the moment you stop fighting yourself. So breathe. Let your body rest in this truth. You are safe enough to soften. You are loved enough to receive. You are worthy enough now. And the moment you stop struggling, abundance flows in. And now, let that truth move deeper. Not into the busy part of the mind. Not into the place that wants to understand every little thing. Let it move into the quieter place. The place beneath the words. The place where your body knows when something is gentle. The place where your heart can hear what your thoughts may not yet believe. Imagine a small bowl sitting outside in the rain. It does not run after the rain. It does not beg the clouds. It does not open and close in panic. It does not worry that another bowl may receive more. It simply rests there, open, still, ready, and because it is open, it receives, drop by drop, slowly, quietly, without struggle. The rain knows where to fall. The bowl knows how to receive, and nothing about this is forced. Your heart can be like that bowl, not empty in a sad way, open in a sacred way. There is a difference. Emptiness says, I have nothing. Openness says, I am ready for what is good to arrive. Emptiness feels forgotten. Openness feels willing. Emptiness closes the body. Openness softens the breath. And tonight you are not being asked to become perfect. You are being invited to become open. For so long you may have thought that struggle was the only proof that you cared. So you tightened, you planned. You watched the future like a door that might close any second. You tried to hold every piece of your life in your hands. But hands that hold too tightly cannot receive new water. They cannot feel the rain. They cannot touch the softness of what is arriving. So now, gently, you are learning something new. You are learning to be open without being helpless. You are learning to rest without giving up. You are learning to desire without begging. You are learning to wait without closing your heart. Abundance is not always something you capture. Sometimes abundance is what fills the space you finally stop defending. It fills the places where fear used to shout. It fills the quiet after you stop explaining your worth. It fills the breath you stop holding. It fills the moment you stop asking life to prove that you matter. Because you do matter. Before the blessing, before the answer, before the money, before the love, before the change, you matter now. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You matter now. Not because of what you have done, not because of what you have carried, not because of how many times you kept going when no one saw. Those things are beautiful. But your worth is deeper than your effort. Your worth is older than your struggle. Your worth is not waiting for life to approve of you. It is already woven into your breath. Think of snow falling over a loud city. At first, everything is still sharp. Hard streets, bright windows, moving cars, restless feet. But the snow does not argue with the noise. It does not fight the stone. It does not demand silence. It simply falls, softly, again and again, until the eddies become gentle, until the noise feels far away, until the whole world seems to remember how to be quiet. That is what peace can do inside you. It does not need to win a battle. It can simply keep arriving. Soft thought after soft thought, slow breath after slow breath, kind word after kind word, until the sharp places in you begin to feel covered, held, and less alone. This is why struggling is not the same as transforming. Struggle often makes the inner world harder. It says, I must force this. I must get there. I must be chosen. I must be safe now. But transformation is quieter. It says, let me soften. Let me listen. Let me open. Let me receive what supports my next step. It does not shout. It does not push. It trusts the deep movement of life. And if there is still a part of you that wants to hold on tightly, be kind to that part. It is not wrong. It is scared. It learned to grip because life once felt uncertain. It learned to watch for pain. It learned to carry more than it should have had to carry. So do not fight that part. Do not shame it. Place a gentle hand on your heart and say, I understand why you are afraid. Then breathe and let the softer part of you answer. We can loosen now. We can rest now. We can let life meet us another way. Take a moment just inside yourself and ask this gentle question. What am I still trying to force because I am afraid to trust? Do not rush the answer. Do not judge what comes. Just ask softly. What am I still trying to force because I am afraid to trust? Maybe the answer is love. Maybe it is money. Maybe it is timing. Maybe it is another person. Maybe it is your future. Maybe it is your own healing journey. Whatever comes, let it be held with tenderness. You do not have to share it unless you want to. But if this question touches your heart, you may later write one word in the comments. Trust, rest, love, money, peace, whatever word feels true for you. Let that word become a small doorway, because the moment you see what you have been forcing, you can begin to soften around it. You can say, I still care. I still want good. I still honor this desire. But I no longer want to hurt myself while waiting. I no longer want to grip so tightly that I cannot breathe. I no longer want to turn my own heart into a place of pressure. The bowl does not chase the rain. The snow does not fight the city. The tide does not beg the shore. And you do not have to battle life for every blessing. You can become still enough to receive. You can become soft enough to feel the first drop. You can become quiet enough to notice the good that has already started coming close. And in that quiet, something inside you begins to change. Not with force, not with noise, but with a gentle knowing. A knowing that says, I can stop struggling now. I can stop fighting my own good. I can let abundance find the open place in me. And I can let it fill me slowly, drop by drop, breath by breath, moment by moment. Let the next words come slowly. Let them move deeper than the first ones. Do not try to hold them. Do not try to repeat them perfectly. Let them wash through you like soft rain through warm air. You are not here to perform. You are here to receive. I allow the river of good to move where my fear once stood. Say it gently inside. I allow the river of good to move where my fear once stood. There were places in you where fear became very loud, places where you expected disappointment, places where you braced before anything happened, places where your heart said, I should not hope too much. Now let a river move there, not a rushing river, a slow river, a kind river, a river that knows how to touch the stones and still keep going. You do not need to remove every fear at once. Just let the good move through. Let it find its way. I am not required to suffer before I can be supported. Let that sentence become warm in your chest. I am not required to suffer before I can be supported. Support does not need your exhaustion as payment. Kindness does not need you to be at your breaking point first. Life does not have to wait until you collapse before it can bring comfort. You are allowed to be supported while you are still standing. You are allowed to be helped before everything is too heavy. You are allowed to receive before pain becomes the proof. Let that old rule dissolve. You do not have to suffer first. The gentle life I long for is allowed to recognize me. Say it slowly. The gentle life I long for is allowed to recognize me. You do not have to hide from gentleness. You do not have to keep choosing what hurts because it feels familiar. You do not have to keep proving you can survive hard things. Yes, you can survive. You have already shown that. But now, you are allowed to be recognized by peace, recognized by care, recognized by a calmer way, recognized by blessings that do not require you to abandon yourself. My open heart is a safe place for blessings to land. Let the heart hear this. My open heart is a safe place for blessings to land. For a long time, your heart may have been guarded, not because it was cold, because it was tired, because it did not know if good would stay, because it did not know if love would be safe. Now, gently, you are making a new landing place inside you, a soft place, a steady place, a place where good can arrive without being pushed away by fear. Your heart can learn to hold blessings without panic. Your heart can learn to trust slowly. I loosen the knot of needing everything to change today. Let this one bring relief. I loosen the knot of needing everything to change today. Everything does not have to change in this one day. Everything does not have to be solved in this one night. You do not need the whole future to open before you can rest. Let the knot loosen. Let the mind stop pulling on every thread. Let the body feel that one small shift is still meaningful. One breath is meaningful. One soft thought is meaningful. One moment of peace is meaningful. You can allow today to be enough for today. I can be patient without making my dreams smaller. Say this to your desire. I can be patient without making my dreams smaller. Patience does not mean you give up. Patience does not mean you stop believing. Patience does not mean your desire was wrong. It means you let the dream breathe. You let it grow in its own season. You let it become strong without shaking it every hour to see if it is ready. Your dream can stay beautiful. Your heart can stay open. And your body can rest in the waiting. My peace has permission to arrive before the answer. Let this be very slow. My peace has permission to arrive before the answer. You do not have to wait for the phone call. You do not have to wait for the number to change. You do not have to wait for the person to understand. You do not have to wait for every sign. Peace can come first. Peace can sit beside you while the answer is still forming. Peace can hold your hand in the unknown. Peace can remind you that you are alive now, breathing now, worthy now. I let the locked places in me hear the sound of kindness. Imagine that. There are locked places inside you, not bad places, protective places, old rooms where hope was stored away, old rooms where receiving felt unsafe, old rooms where the child inside you learned not to ask for too much. Now let kindness come to the door, not with a key made of force, not with loud knocking, just a soft voice. You are safe here. You can open when you are ready. Nothing is being taken from you. Good is allowed to come in. I do not have to win against life. I can partner with it. Let this change the feeling inside. I do not have to win against life. I can partner with it. Life is not a wall you must break. Life is not an enemy you must defeat. Life is not a judge holding your blessings far away. You can partner with life. You can listen. You can move. You can rest. You can ask. You can receive. You can notice where the door feels softer. You can trust that not every path needs force. I let my wanting become gentle enough to guide me. Say that softly. I let my wanting become gentle enough to guide me. Desire does not need to burn you. It can guide you. It can point to what matters. It can show you where your soul wants more life, more peace, more love, more room, more support, more honest joy. Let your wanting become gentle. Let it become a compass, not a fog. Fire in your chest. Let it show you the next step without taking away your rest. I no longer call myself unlucky because life took time. Let this reach the tired places. I no longer call myself unlucky because life took time. Time is not proof that you were forgotten. A slow season is not proof that you were denied. A winding path is not proof that you missed your chance. You are not unlucky because it took longer. You are not unloved because you waited. You are not behind because your road had turns. Let time stop being a weapon against your heart. Let time become part of the unfolding. I create room inside me for calm receiving. Say it slowly. I create room inside me for calm receiving. Room in the breath. Room in the heart. Room in the thoughts. Room in the day. Room in the way you speak to yourself. Room in the way you let others care for you. Room in the way you welcome money with wisdom. Room in the way you let love feel peaceful. Room in the way you stop filling every quiet moment with fear. Calm receiving needs room, and you are making that room now. I let my inner child stop waiting outside the door of love. Let this one be very tender. I let my inner child stop waiting outside the door of love. That small, tender part of you does not have to wait anymore. It does not have to be perfect before it is held. It does not have to be impressive before it is comforted. It does not have to hide its needs to be accepted. Let that part come in from the cold. Let it sit near your heart. Let it hear you say, "You belong here. You are wanted here. You are safe with me." You do not have to struggle for love anymore. I am willing to be cared for in ways that do not frighten me. Breathe with that. I am willing to be cared for in ways that do not frighten me. Care can be gentle. Care can be respectful. Care can be honest. Care can come without control. Care can come without pressure. Care can come in ways your body can trust. You do not have to open to everything. You can open to what feels kind. You can open slowly. You can let care become safe again, little by little. The abundance meant for my peace does not need to arrive through panic. Let this be a deep release. The abundance meant for my peace does not need to arrive through panic. You do not need panic to call your good closer. You do not need panic to make life listen. You do not need panic to prove you are serious. Panic is not the bridge. Peace can be the bridge. Trust can be the bridge. Clear action can be the bridge. A calm yes can be the bridge. A loving no can be the bridge. You can cross into more good without abandoning your body on the way. I let my soul stop bracing for a life it has outgrown. Say that again inside. I let my soul stop bracing for a life it has outgrown. There may be old patterns your soul no longer fits inside. Old fears, old roles, old ways of overgiving, old ways of shrinking, old ways of chasing approval, old ways of turning love into work, old ways of turning abundance into stress. You can stop bracing for that old life. A new rhythm can meet you, a softer rhythm, a more honest rhythm, a rhythm that lets you breathe. I trust the blessings that come quietly enough for my heart to accept. Let this feel safe. I trust the blessings that come quietly enough for my heart to accept. Not every blessing has to shock you. Not every answer has to arrive with a dramatic sign. Sometimes the good comes gently because your heart needs gentleness. A quiet offer, a calm idea, a peaceful yes, a small change that makes tomorrow easier, a sense of relief, a safer choice. Trust the quiet blessings. They may be exactly the ones your heart can keep. I let the weight of old survival fall away from my name. This is the peak opening. Let it move slowly. I let the weight of old survival fall away from my name. You are not only the one who endured. You are not only the one who carried. You are not only the one who kept going through pain. You are not only the one who had to be strong. You are not only the one who learned to expect less. You are not only the one who waited outside your own joy. There is more to you, so much more. There is a receiving self in you, a peaceful self, a loved self, a self who does not wake up ready for battle, a self who knows how to be held, a self who can laugh without guilt, a self who can rest without fear, a self who can have enough and still be humble, a self who can welcome more and still be kind. Let old survival fall away from your name, not from your memory, not from your wisdom, just from your identity. You are more than what you survived. You are more than what you lost. You are more than what you had to become to get through it. I am allowed to become the peaceful version of myself now. Say it gently. I am allowed to become the peaceful version of myself now. Not someday, not when everything is perfect, not when every wound is understood, not when every dream has arrived. Now, in small ways, in the breath, in the softness, in the kinder thought, in the choice not to punish yourself tonight. You are allowed to become peaceful now. You are allowed to stop introducing yourself to life as the one who must struggle. You are allowed to let the old story loosen. You are allowed to become someone who receives. I am no longer asking pain to prove that I deserve joy. Let that be the heart of this moment. I am no longer asking pain to prove that I deserve joy. You do not need more pain to become worthy of joy. You do not need another hard season to earn a soft one. You do not need to show life how much you can take before goodness can arrive. Joy can cold me because you are human. Rest can come because you are tired. Support can come because you are worthy of care. Abundance can come because life moves in many forms, and you are allowed to be part of that movement. Let this truth enter slowly. You do not have to be hurt first. You do not have to be empty first. You do not have to be broken first. You are allowed to receive from where you are. I let my heart be loved without making it pass another test. Say it like a hand over the heart. I let my heart be loved without making it pass another test. Your heart has been tested enough. It has loved. It has lost. It has waited. It has hoped. It has tried to stay open. It has protected you when it needed to. It has softened when it could. It has brought you all the way here. Tonight, your heart does not need another test. It needs warmth. It needs quiet. It needs to hear. You are safe here. You can rest here. You can receive here. I welcome the deep kind of abundance that begins with self-respect. Let this one ground you. I welcome the deep kind of abundance that begins with self-respect. Self-respect is abundance. Knowing when to rest is abundance. Choosing peace over approval is abundance. Speaking kindly to yourself is abundance. Letting go of what drains your spirit is abundance. Making room for honest support is abundance. Choosing a life that lets you breathe is abundance. This is not only about what comes to you. It is also about how you hold yourself as it comes. I let tenderness become stronger than fear inside me. Say it slowly. I let tenderness become stronger than fear inside me. Tenderness is not weak. Tenderness is strong enough to stay open, strong enough to forgive the old self, strong enough to rest when the world says hurry, strong enough to say no when the body says enough, strong enough to say yes when the heart feels safe, strong enough to receive without apology. Let tenderness rise. Let it stand beside fear. Let it say, I will lead now. I trust the part of me that knows how to soften. You have that part. Even if it feels small, I trust the part of me that knows how to soften, the part that exhales after a long day, the part that feels moved by gentle words, the part that wants to believe life can be kinder, the part that knows a softer way is possible. Trust that part. Feed that part. Let that part speak more often. Let that part become a guide. I make peace with receiving more than I expected. Let this feel spacious. I make peace with receiving more than I expected. Maybe your old mind only allowed a little rest, a little love, a little support, a little money, a little joy, just enough to survive. But your heart may be ready to learn more peace than you thought possible, more support than you thought you could accept, more inness than you expected, more ease than your old story allowed. Make peace with more, not greedy more, not fearful more, peaceful more, honest more, soulful more. I allow my life to surprise me with softer outcomes. Say it with openness. I allow my life to surprise me with softer outcomes. Things do not always have to end the hard way. A conversation can become gentler. A problem can find a simpler next step. A fear can lose its sharp edge. A delayed answer can become a better path. A closed door can protect your peace. A quiet day can restore you. Let life surprise you, not with pressure, with softness, with outcomes that feel more kind than your fear predicted. I let myself stop earning rest through exhaustion. Say this with deep love. I let myself stop earning rest through exhaustion. You do not have to be completely drained before you are allowed to pause. You do not have to be at the edge before you can lie down. You do not have to finish every task before your body matters. Rest can be chosen earlier. Rest can be respected. Rest can be part of how you care for your future. Rest can be a wise choice, not a last resort. I give my dreams a home inside a peaceful body. Let that image become tender. I give my dreams a home inside a peaceful body. Your dreams do not need to live in a body full of fear. They do not need to grow in constant stress. They can be held in breath, in rest, in steady care, in patient hope, in grounded action. Let your dreams live in a softer home. Let the body become a place where good feels welcome. Let the heart become a place where hope can sleep safely. I am becoming a clear space where blessings can stay. Say this gently. I am becoming a clear space where blessings can stay. Not a rushed space, not a fearful space, not a space that pushes good away because it feels unfamiliar. A clear space, a warm space, a space with enough room for support, love, rest, courage, and wise abundance. You are not only calling good in, you are becoming ready to let good remain. And that is a beautiful change. I no longer measure my future by the hardest thing I have lived through. Let this touch the deepest place. I no longer measure my future by the hardest thing I have lived through. What happened before is not the ruler of what can happen next. The hard season does not get to decide the size of your future. The disappointment does not get to name your whole life. The old pain does not get to close every window. You can honor what you lived through without building a cage from it. Your future can be kinder. Your future can be wider. Your future can carry beauty you have not met yet. I let hope sit beside me without asking it to explain itself. Hope does not need a long speech tonight. I let hope sit beside me without asking it to explain itself. It can just sit, small and warm, quiet and patient. You do not have to defend it. You do not have to prove it. You do not have to know how it will happen. Let hope be near you. Let it breathe with you. Let it remind you that the story is still open. I receive the comfort of knowing I do not have to struggle forever. Say that again. I receive the comfort of knowing I do not have to struggle forever. Not forever. Not always. Not as your whole identity. Not as the only way life can be. The struggle can soften. The grip can loosen. The breath can deepen. The path can become clearer. The heart can trust more. You do not have to struggle forever. Let that be the most tender truth of this section. You do not have to struggle forever. You do not have to struggle forever. You do not have to struggle forever. And if tears come, let them come softly. They do not mean you are weak. They may be the body releasing an old fight. They may be the heart understanding that it has been tired for a long time. They may be the soul hearing permission to rest. Let the tears be gentle if they come. Let the silence hold you if they do not. There is no right way to receive. There is only your way. I am safe to be moved by my own healing journey. I am safe to be moved by my own healing journey. I am safe to be moved by my own healing journey because my heart is finally hearing what it needed. I let good reach the places that stopped expecting it. I let good reach the places that stopped expecting it. I let good reach the places that stopped expecting it, slowly, tenderly, in a way my heart can trust. I welcome the kind of peace that does not ask me to pretend. I welcome the kind of peace that does not ask me to pretend. I welcome the kind of peace that holds the truth and still brings comfort. I am ready to stop carrying fear as proof that I care. I am ready to stop carrying fear as proof that I care. I am ready to stop carrying fear as proof that I care, and I choose a quieter form of love. I allow my blessings to come with gentleness, clarity, and care. I allow my blessings to come with gentleness, clarity, and care. I allow my blessings to come with gentleness, clarity, and care, and I receive them with a peaceful heart. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. There is nothing you need to do right now. Just receive the feeling. You do not have to struggle forever. You do not have to earn rest through pain. You do not have to prove that your heart is worthy. You are here. You are breathing. You are softening. And something in you is remembering that a different life can begin from a different inner place. Now let everything become slower. Let the words become fewer. Let the spaces become wider. There is nothing you need to do right now, nothing to fix, nothing to chase, nothing to prove. Everything can wait. Just breathe. Take a deep breath in, slowly, gently. Let the air come to you. Hold it for a soft moment and release. Let the exhale be long. Let it carry a little struggle out of the body. Again, breathe in, receive calm, hold softly, release. Let your shoulders drop, let your face loosen, let your tongue rest, let your hands become heavy. One more time, breathe in as if you are breathing in kindness. Hold and breathe out, as if the body is saying, I do not need to fight right now. You are safe here. You are safe in this breath. You are safe in this pause. You are safe in this quiet moment where nothing is being asked of you. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. There is nothing you need to do right now. No one to please. No future to solve. No past to repair in this one breath. Only this soft moment. Only this body. Only this breathing, only this small opening where peace can enter. Now place one hand on your heart if that feels good, or simply imagine warmth there. A quiet warmth, a gentle warmth, not bright, not sharp, just enough warmth to remind you that you are alive and you are here. Breathe into that warmth slowly. Let your chest rise. Let your chest fall. No effort, no force, only a soft rhythm, in and out, in and out. Say inside yourself, for this breath, I stop fighting. For this breath, I stop fighting. For this breath, I let peace hold me. Now breathe in again. And as you breathe out, imagine a heavy coat sliding off your shoulders. A coat made of old pressure, old worry, old trying. fear. You do not have to throw it away. Just let it slide down. Let it rest beside you. You are not wearing it right now. Breathe in and release. Breathe in and release. Breathe in and release. Everything can wait. The message can wait. The answer can wait. The plan can wait. The fear can wait. The problem can wait. For this small moment, your breath comes first. Your peace comes first. Your heart comes first. Let your body know that it is not in danger from this quiet. Sometimes quiet feels unfamiliar. Sometimes rest feels strange. Sometimes the body is so used to tension that peace feels new. That is okay. You do not need to force comfort, just invite it, softly, like opening a door a little. Say inside yourself, I invite peace into my body. I invite peace into my body. I invite peace into my body, one breath at a time. Let the peace touch your forehead. Let it smooth the space between your eyebrows. Let it soften your eyes. Let your eyes rest behind closed lids or behind a soft gaze. You do not need to look for anything. You do not need to search. You can stop scanning for danger. You can rest your eyes. Let the peace touch your jaw. Let the jaw loosen, katika, the mouth soften. Let the face stop holding the story. You do not have to look strong here. You do not have to hold an expression for anyone. Your face can rest. Let the peace touch your throat, the place where words have been held, the place where truth may have waited, the place where tears may have stayed quiet. Let it soften. You do not need to explain yourself right now. You do not need to defend your heart right now. You can simply breathe. Let the peace touch your shoulders, the shoulders that carried plans, the shoulders that carried love, the shoulders that carried fear. Let them become heavy. Let them fall away from the ears. Let the body feel the ground, the bed, the chair, the air around you. You are being supported in this moment. Breathe in. Hold softly. Breathe out. Again. Breathe in. Hold softly. Breathe out. Let the peace touch your chest. The place where hope and fear have both lived. Let the chest become wider, not by pushing, just by allowing. There is room here, room for breath, room for feeling, room for softness, room for good. If you are still wondering whether you deserve this peace, you do. You always have. Before you understood everything, before you changed anything, before you became calm, before the blessing arrived, you deserved peace. You deserved kindness. You deserved rest. You deserved a gentle place to land. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You deserve peace, not later. Now. You deserve kindness, not after you prove yourself. Now, you deserve rest, not after you are empty. Now, breathe in. Let the body receive that. Breathe out. Let the doubt soften. Breathe in. You are allowed. Breathe out. You are allowed. Now bring your attention to your belly. Let it soften if it can. The belly does not have to hold fear. It does not have to brace against tomorrow. It does not have to protect you from every possible hurt. Let it receive the breath. Let it rise. Let it fall. Let it be human. Let it be gentle. Say quietly, my body can rest in this moment. My body can rest in this moment. My body can rest in this moment, and I do not need to force it. Let the peace move down into your hips, into your legs, into your knees, into your feet. The feet that carried you through so many days, the legs that kept moving, the body that stayed with you. Bless it gently, not as a cure, not as a demand, as comfort, as gratitude, as care. Allow your body to rest and restore in its own natural way. Allow your body to feel safe enough to soften. Allow your body to receive this quiet as a gift. No pressure, no command, just permission. Breathe in, receive, breathe out, release. Breathe in, receive. Breathe out, release. Now let us breathe in 4 gentle waves. Do not worry about counting perfectly. Just follow the feeling. First breath. Inhale slowly. Hold for a soft moment. Exhale longer than you inhale. Let the exhale take away a layer of trying. Second breath. Inhale softly. Hold gently. Exhale. Let the exhale take away a layer of pressure. Third breath. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Let the exhale take away a layer of fear. Fourth breath. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Let the exhale bring you closer to peace. Good. Very good. You are doing enough. You are doing more than enough. You are not failing if your mind wanders. You are not failing if thoughts come. You are not failing if your body still feels tense. This is not a test. This is a soft place. Come back gently. Come back to the breath. There is nothing you need to do right now. Let that line repeat like a lullaby. There is nothing you need to do right now. There is nothing you need to do right now. There is nothing you need to do right now except breathe and be held by this moment. Everything can wait. Everything can wait. Everything can wait while your heart remembers peace. The future can wait outside the door for a little while. It does not need to come into this room. The past can sit down and become quiet. It does not need to speak over your breath. The worries can become small. They do not need to fill the whole sky of your mind. Right now, there is breath. Right now, there is softness. Right now, there is a quiet space where abundance can begin as peace, not as a thing to chase, not as a prize to win, as a feeling of being held, a feeling of being open, a feeling of not needing to fight. Let the silence after these words do some of the work. Let your heart listen. Let your body settle. Let your mind float. You are safe here. You are safe here. You are safe here in this breath. Now imagine yourself standing beside a quiet lake at night. No one is asking anything from you. The water is dark and calm. The air is cool and kind. Above the lake, the moon is soft, and the surface of the water holds its reflection without effort. The lake does not reach for the moon. It does not struggle to hold the light. It simply becomes still enough to reflect what is already shining. Let your heart be like that lake, still enough to receive, quiet enough to reflect peace, open enough to hold light without chasing it. You do not need to reach for every blessing. You can become still enough to notice what is already shining near you. Say inside yourself, I become still enough to receive. I become still enough to receive. I become still enough to receive what comes in peace. Let the lake inside you become calm. If a thought creates a ripple, that is okay. Ripples move, ripples pass. The lake does not blame itself for ripples, it simply returns. You can return too. Return to breath. Return to stillness. Return to the soft feeling of being here. Breathe in. The lake is calm. Breathe out. I am calm enough for now. Breathe in. The night is gentle. Breathe out. I am gentle with myself. There is nothing to chase across the water, nothing to pull down from the sky, nothing to prove to the moon, only stillness, only reflection, only the quiet truth that receiving becomes easier when you stop disturbing yourself with fear. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. Receiving becomes easier when you stop disturbing yourself with fear. Receiving becomes easier when you stop disturbing yourself with fear. Receiving becomes easier when you let the lake grow calm. Now bring both hands to your heart if you can, or imagine both hands there. One hand for what you have carried, one hand for what you are ready to receive, one hand for the old struggle, one hand for the new peace. Let both hands be warm. Let both hands be kind. Say quietly, I thank myself for carrying so much. I thank myself for wanting a better life. I thank myself for being here now. And now say, I do not need to carry everything the same way anymore. I do not need to carry everything the same way anymore. I do not need to carry everything the same way anymore. Breathe in. Let the hands rise. Breathe out. Let the hands soften. Again, breathe in. Let love enter. Breathe out. Let pressure leave. Again, breathe in. Let peace enter. Breathe out. Let struggle leave. Now we rest in a few simple truths. Very simple, very slow. Let each one have space. You are safe here. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to stop fighting. You are allowed to be supported. You are allowed to let life become softer. You are allowed to let abundance flow in gently. Do not rush. Let every line become a little stone placed beside a quiet path. You do not need to walk fast. You do not need to know where the path ends. Just take the next breath, then the next, then the next. I am here. I am breathing. I am softening. I am safe enough for this moment. I am letting peace come closer. I am letting good come closer. I am letting myself be held. If your eyes are heavy, let them be heavy. If your body wants to rest, let it rest. If your mind wants to drift, let it drift. You do not need to stay sharp. You do not need to follow every word. Let the feeling carry you. There is nothing you need to do right now. Nothing, nothing, nothing but breathe. Breathe in softly and out. Breathe in again and out. One more gentle breath, in and out. Let the body become quiet. Let the room become quiet. Let the heart become quiet. Let the need to struggle become quiet. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not outside the reach of good. You are being invited into softness. You are being invited into peace. You are being invited into the kind of abundance that can begin in one breath. Let this moment be just for you, not for anyone else, not for what you must do later, not for the person you have been trying to become, for you, the you who is here now, the you who is tired, the you who is tender, the you who still hopes, the you who deserves rest. Let this moment be just for you. Let the breath be just for you. Let the stillness be just for you. Let the peace be just for you. You do not need to give it away. You do not need to explain it. You can receive this quietly, fully, gently. Now let the final breaths of this stillness move like a lullaby. Inhale, I am safe. Exhale, I can rest. Inhale, I am held. Exhale, I can soften. Inhale, I am open. Exhale, I can receive. Inhale, good is near. Exhale, I do not need to struggle. Inhale, peace is here. Exhale, I let it stay. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. Peace is here. You can let it stay. And now, without rushing, without reaching, without trying to make anything happen. Simply rest inside this quiet. Let the breath move. Let the body soften. Let the heart open only as much as it wants to. Let abundance begin as stillness. Let stillness become trust. Let trust become the gentle place where the next part of you is ready to receive. Let the quiet become deeper now. Let the stillness gather around you like a soft blanket. You have already come so far inside this moment. You have listened. You have breathed. You have let something inside you loosen. And now the words can go even deeper, not louder, not harder, deeper, like warm rain reaching the hidden roots, like a soft song finding the part of you that still needs comfort. I am no longer built from the weight I carried. Let that touch the center of you. I am no longer built from the weight I carried. The weight may have shaped you. It may have taught you how strong you could be. It may have taught you how to survive, how to wait, how to keep moving when your heart felt tired. But it does not have to build the rest of your life. You are not only made of what was heavy, you are also made of breath, of softness, of choice, of hope, of the quiet courage to open again. I let the old weight fall from the doorway of my heart. Say it slowly. I let the old weight fall from the doorway of my heart. For so long, that doorway may have been crowded with fear, with old voices, with worry, with the feeling that something must always be hard. But now the doorway is clearing. One old belief moves aside. One tired fear steps back. One long worry becomes quiet, and your heart can feel a little air there, a little space, a little room for good to enter without having to push. I am ready to stop living as if love must be earned through pain. Let this be tender. I am ready to stop living as if love must be earned through pain. You do not need to hurt more to become lovable. You do not need to give until you are empty to be seen. You do not need to prove your value through silence, through overwork, through holding yourself together when you want to fall apart. Love that is real does not need you to disappear. Love that is kind gives you room to breathe. And your own love can begin that way now, with room, with breath, with gentleness. The peaceful part of me is allowed to lead now. Let this rise slowly. The peaceful part of me is allowed to lead now. Not the frightened part, not the rushed part, not the part that believes every blessing must be chased. The peaceful part, the quiet part, the wise part, the part that can listen before it moves, the part that knows when to rest, the part that knows that your life does not need more fear to become more beautiful. Let that part come forward. Let it sit at the center of you. Let it lead with soft hands. I am not here to fight my way into worthiness. Let that line be clear. I am not here to fight my way into worthiness. You are not trying to break into your own value. You are not trying to earn a place inside your own heart. You are not trying to convince life that you deserve kindness. You already belong to this moment. You already belong to your breath. You already belong to the quiet field of good that is slowly opening around you. Worth is not a locked room. It is the ground beneath you. It has been here all along. I give myself back the peace I kept waiting for someone else to give me. Say that gently. I give myself back the peace I kept waiting for someone else to give me. Maybe you waited for someone to choose you. Maybe you waited for someone to understand. Maybe you waited for one message, one apology, one clear sign, one loving answer. And yes, it is human to want that. But tonight, something deeper is happening. You are not waiting outside your own peace anymore. You are bringing it home. You are placing it back inside your chest. You are saying, I can begin to hold myself with care now. I let my future be touched by grace, not driven by fear. Let that move through the whole body. I let my future be touched by grace, not driven by fear. You do not need to run toward tomorrow with your heart racing. You do not need to drag tomorrow closer. You do not need to stare at the future until your body feels tired. Let the future be touched by grace. Let it be guided by calm choices. Let it be shaped by moments of honesty. Let it be warmed by trust. Let it come toward you without you losing yourself in the waiting. The good that belongs with my peace can find the way to me. Say it softly. The good that belongs with my peace can find the way to me. Not every good thing needs to arrive through pressure. Not every open door needs to cost your rest. Not every blessing asks for your fear. The good that belongs with your peace may have a quieter sound. It may feel steady. It may feel clean. It may feel kind to your nervous system. It may feel like a yes that does not make you shrink. Let that kind of good find you. Let that kind of good be welcome. I am becoming the person who can hold blessings without fear. Let this be very slow. I am becoming the person who can hold blessings without fear. Not because fear never appears, but because fear no longer gets to throw every blessing out of your hands. You can notice fear. You can breathe. You can stay. You can let good remain. You can let peace remain. You can let support remain. You can let love remain in ways that feel safe and true. You are becoming a home where blessings can rest. I forgive the part of me that kept choosing pressure because peace felt unfamiliar. Let this bring softness. I forgive the part of me that kept choosing pressure because peace felt unfamiliar. There is nothing to shame. There is nothing to attack. Old pressure may have felt normal. Old tension may have felt like safety. Old struggle may have felt like proof that you were trying. But now you are learning another way. A way where peace can feel normal. A way where ease can feel safe. A way where receiving does not need to feel like danger. You forgive the old pattern, and you open the door to a gentler one. I let my deepest longing breathe without panic around it. Say this to the desire you have kept close. I let my deepest longing breathe without panic around it. The longing may be for peace, for love, for money that feels steady, for a home that feels safe, for a body that can rest, for a mind that can quiet down, for a life that feels less sharp around the edges. Let that longing breathe. Do not smother it with fear. Do not wrap it in shame. Let it be held by trust. Let it be warmed by patience. Let it breathe in the open air of your heart. I am allowed to receive good without explaining why I deserve it. Let this feel freeing. I am allowed to receive good without explaining why I deserve it. You do not need to stand before life with a list. You do not need to prove every kind thing you have done. You do not need to justify why you need help, why you want rest, why you hope for more. Receiving does not have to be a court case. You can simply receive with gratitude, with wisdom, with an open heart, with quiet dignity. I let the tired places in me be met with tenderness. Say it like a lullaby. I let the tired places in me be met with tenderness. The tired place behind your eyes, the tired place in your chest, the tired place in your hands, the tired place in your hope, the tired place that kept saying, just one more day, just one more try. Let tenderness meet those places, not judgment, not pressure. Tenderness, a soft voice, a warm breath, a gentle permission to stop carrying so much alone. I no longer need to make my life small so I can feel safe. Let this one rise with quiet strength. I no longer need to make my life small so I can feel safe. You do not have to shrink your dreams. You do not have to silence your needs. You do not have to ask for less from life, because asking for more once felt painful. You can expand slowly, safely, in your own time, with your feet on the ground, with your breath steady, with your heart listening. Your life can become wider without becoming frightening. I allow the next season to meet me with softness I have not known before. Let this feel new. I allow the next season to meet me with softness I have not known before. Soft mornings, soft answers, soft courage, soft changes, soft support, soft moments where you realize you are not fighting yourself in the same old way. The next season does not need to copy the last season. The next chapter does not need to wear the same heaviness. Let softness be new. Let softness be possible. Let softness come closer. I release the belief that peace will make me lose my drive. Let your mind understand this. I release the belief that peace will make me lose my drive. Peace does not take your dreams away. Peace gives them a better home. Peace does not make you lazy. Peace helps you hear the step that truly matters. Peace does not make you weak. Peace keeps you from spending all your strength on fear. You can be peaceful and devoted, peaceful and creative, peaceful and focused, peaceful and open to abundance. I let abundance come to me in ways that honor my soul. Say it with care. I let abundance come to me in ways that honor my soul. Through honest choices, through clear ideas, through helpful people, through work that respects your spirit, through timing that does not break you, through money handled with care, through love that feels steady, through rest that supports your healing journey, through simple gifts that make the day lighter. Let abundance honor your soul. Let the way it comes matter too. I am not begging life anymore. I am learning to belong to it. Let that sit deep. I am not begging life anymore. I am learning to belong to it. You are not outside the door. You are not forgotten in the cold. You are not waiting for life to decide if you matter. You are life, breathing in this body. You are part of the whole movement, part of the morning, part of the night, part of the rain, part of the quiet, part of the good that keeps returning in small forms. You belong here. I let my heart stop apologizing for wanting a beautiful life. Say this tenderly. I let my heart stop apologizing for wanting a beautiful life. It is not wrong to want peace. It is not wrong to want support. It is not wrong to want money that feels calm and useful. It is not wrong to want love that feels safe. It is not wrong to want mornings that do not begin with dread. It is not wrong to want a home inside yourself. Your longing for beauty is not selfish. It is a sign that something alive in you still believes in more. I allow the old ache to become a doorway, not a prison. Let this be gentle. I allow the old ache to become a doorway, not a prison. The ache may have shown you what mattered. It may have shown you what you needed. It may have shown you where love was missing. It may have shown you where you were ready to grow. But it does not have to hold you forever. Let it become a doorway into self-kindness, a doorway into deeper honesty, a doorway into receiving, a doorway into a life where you do not abandon your own heart. I trust the gentle strength that wakes up when I stop fighting myself. Let this be the center of your chest. I trust the gentle strength that wakes up when I stop fighting myself. There is strength that comes from tension, and there is strength that comes from peace. The peaceful strength is deeper. It does not burn through you. It does not make you harsh. It does not need to prove itself every minute. It stands quietly. It knows. It breathes. It chooses. That strength is waking up in you now. I give my heart permission to receive joy without fear of losing it. Say it slowly. I give my heart permission to receive joy without fear of losing it. Joy may come quietly, a warm drink, a clear breath, a soft bed, a kind memory, a little laugh, a peaceful answer. Let it come. Do not push it away because you fear it will leave. Even if joy is brief, it is still real. Even if joy is small, it is still a blessing. Let the heart learn to receive joy gently. I let myself be guided by what feels honest, warm, and peaceful. Let this become simple. I let myself be guided by what feels honest, warm, and peaceful. Not by fear, not by rush, not by the need to impress, not by old guilt. Let honesty guide you. Let warmth guide you. Let peace guide you. The right next step may not always be loud. It may feel like a quiet settling inside. A soft yes, a clean no, a little more breath. I open to the version of abundance that brings me home to myself. Let that be the final high po. And I open to the version of abundance that brings me home to myself. Not abundance that makes you forget your heart. Not abundance that turns your life into noise. Not abundance that asks you to lose your peace. The kind that brings you home. Home to your breath. Home to your worth. Home to your steady center. Home to the truth that you can receive without becoming less loving. Home to the knowing that you can have more and still be gentle. Home to the quiet place where you no longer need to struggle to feel real. And if a part of you doubts this, let it be here. You don't need to force belief. Let the doubt sit beside the hope. Let the fear sit beside the breath. Let the old story sit beside the new one. You do not have to push anything away. You can simply make more room for peace, more room for softness, more room for the part of you that is ready. I am willing to let receiving feel natural in my life. I am willing to let receiving feel natural in my life. I am willing to let receiving become ordinary, simple, and safe. I am willing to stop making fear the price of my dreams. I am willing to stop making fear the price of my dreams. I am willing to let my dreams be held by calm devotion. I am willing to let the next blessing arrive without my body being in alarm. I am willing to let the next blessing arrive without my body being in alarm. I am willing to welcome good with a slower breath. I am willing to believe that the moment you stop struggling, abundance flows in, not as pressure, not as a promise you must force, but as a soft invitation, a gentle opening, a quiet truth returning to your heart. Let the peak become soft now. Let the strongest words become quiet. Let them settle. You are not only surviving, you are opening. You are not only waiting, you are becoming ready. You are not only dreaming, you are making room. And every breath is part of that room. Every pause is part of that room. Every gentle thought is part of that room. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. There is no need to climb higher right now. You have reached the warm center of this practice. Now the energy can soften. Now the heart can rest. Now the words can become slower. And you can begin to drift into the quiet place where good feels safe to receive. Now let everything come down gently, like a feather landing on still ground, like warm wax slowly softening near a small flame, like a quiet boat moving across black water with no need to hurry. Nothing sharp now, nothing sudden, only the slow return of peace. Imagine a loom inside your heart, a simple loom, quiet, patient. Thread by thread, your life is being woven. Some threads were heavy, some were bright, some were rough, some were soft. Some came from seasons you would not choose again. Some came from moments that saved you in small ways. And now in this quiet, a new thread is being added, a thread of peace, a thread of receiving, a thread of calm abundance. It does not erase the old threads. It changes the pattern. You do not need to tear your whole life apart to begin again. Sometimes one new thread changes the feeling of the whole cloth. One peaceful thought, one open breath, one kinder response to yourself. One choice to stop chasing pain and start listening for support. This is how integration happens. Not by force, by weaving slowly, tenderly, with patience. You have heard many truths tonight. Some may have touched your heart. Some may have moved quietly past you. That is okay. You do not need to keep them all. Let the ones meant for you stay. Let the rest pass like clouds. Your spirit knows what to hold. Your body knows what feels gentle. Your heart knows what is ready. The first thread is this. You do not have to turn your life into a fight to be devoted to it. Let that be woven in. You can care without carrying panic. You can show up without breaking yourself. You can love your dream without tightening around it. You can make choices from a place that respects your breath. This is a new kind of devotion. Quiet devotion, soft devotion. Devotion that does not leave you behind. The second thread is this. Your hands can open without your heart losing its wisdom. You are not helpless when you open. You are not careless when you stop gripping. You are not giving life permission to hurt you. You are simply allowing what is kind, honest, and supportive to come closer. Open hands can still choose. Open hands can still protect peace. Open hands can still bless what stays and release what leaves. The third thread is this. You can want more without making this moment wrong. There is space for desire and gratitude in the same heart. You can bless the breath you have now and still invite a softer season. You can thank life for one small good thing and still ask for more room, more support, more steadiness, more love. Your desire is not a rejection of today. It can be a seed planted inside today. The fourth thread is this. Rest can be a wise part of your path, not the end of your path, not a pause because you failed. A living part of the path, a quiet place where the inner soil softens, a place where the body can restore, a a place where the mind can stop running long enough to hear one true thing. You may find that rest does not take you away from abundance. It may help you become steady enough to receive it. The fifth thread is this: your worth is not waiting at the finish line. It is with you now, here, breathing, listening, softening. You do not need to arrive somewhere else before you are allowed to be kind to yourself. You do not need to become more impressive before peace can hold you. You do not need to be chosen by the world before you choose tenderness toward your own heart. Let there be a longer pause now, a real pause, a place where the words stop and your heart can simply feel. Let the thread of worth settle. Let the thread of peace settle. Let the thread of receiving settle. Good, very good. Now imagine a clay cup in gentle hands. Not a perfect cup, maybe a little uneven, maybe shaped by pressure, maybe holding marks from the fire it passed through, but still able to hold water, still useful, still beautiful, still worthy of being filled. You are like that. You do not have to be untouched by life to be worthy of being filled. You do not have to be smooth to receive. You do not have to hide the places where you were shaped by heat. You can still hold peace. You can still hold love. You can still hold abundance. Let the cup inside you be filled slowly, not overflowing in a way that frightens you, just filled enough to feel nourished, filled with a quieter breath, filled with a little warmth, filled with the feeling that you can stop proving, filled with the understanding that life may meet you gently, filled with the kind of hope that does not shout. You may notice that earlier words return now in a new way, not the same words, a deeper feeling. The old struggle is not your home anymore. You may visit it out of habit. You may hear it call your name, but you do not need to live there. Your home can become a softer place inside. A place where you ask, what would support me now? A place where you say, I can take one calm step. A place where you let good come without making it pass through fear first. You are learning to loosen the inner fist. You are learning to let your desires sit in open air. You are learning to let timing be less frightening. You are learning to let quiet support count. You are learning to let abundance be more than a number, more than a result, more than something far away. Abundance can also be the space you make for peace, the kindness in your own voice, the care you give your body, the wisdom to stop before you are empty, the courage to receive what feels good and true. Let these integrated truths move like slow circles. You are not the same as your fear. You are the one who can comfort fear. You are not the same as your waiting. You are the one who can breathe while waiting. You are not the same as your lack. You are the one who can notice small good and open to more. You are not the same as the old pressure. You are the one who can set it down. This is not a hard practice. It is a returning practice. You return when you forget. You return when fear rises. You return when the mind starts to grip. You return when you feel the shoulders tighten. You return when the body says, please, not like this anymore. You return to one breath, one gentle hand, one softer thought, one quiet yes to peace. The loom keeps weaving, the cup keeps filling. The inner room keeps becoming warmer. The night keeps holding you, and the river of good does not need to rush. It can move slowly through the places that are ready. It can touch your money, fears with wisdom. It can touch your love fears with safety. It can touch your tired body with rest. It can touch your future with possibility. It can touch your present moment with enoughness. Let the title words return one more time, softly, like a bell far away. The moment you stop struggling, abundance flows in. Not because you stopped loving your dream, because you stopped harming yourself while loving it. Not because you stopped walking, because you stopped running from fear. Not because you stopped caring, because you began caring for yourself too. There is a soft basket inside you now, a basket woven from every breath you have taken here. It can hold what you are ready to keep. A little trust, a little rest, a little courage, a little warmth, a little willingness, a little belief that life may still be kinder than your fear expected. You do not need to carry everything. Just carry this soft basket. Just carry what helps. Leave the sharp things behind. You can take with you the feeling of open space. You can take with you the feeling of being allowed. You can take with you the feeling that your heart does not need to beg. You can take with you the memory of your own breath slowing down. You can take with you the truth that the next gentle step is enough. And if tomorrow or later tonight the old fear comes back, you do not need to be surprised. Old waves return. Old winds pass through. Old stories try to speak again. But now you have a new answer. Not a fight. A soft return. You can say, I remember the quiet. You can say, I remember the open hands. You can say, I remember the cup being filled slowly. You can say, I remember the cloth of my life being woven with a new thread. You can say, I can choose the softer way again. And that is enough. Let the energy come down. Let the heart stop climbing. Let the body feel the simple comfort of being here. Nothing more is needed from you right now. You are not being asked to become different in this second. You are only being invited to rest into the person you truly are beneath the struggle. A person with a tender heart. A person with quiet strength. A person who can receive. A person who can let peace come close. Let the breath move down now. lower, slower, softer. Let the words become fewer. Let the feeling become warmer. Let the night or the room or the quiet around you begin to hold more of the weight. You have done enough for now. You have listened enough. You have opened enough. You have let the new thread begin. Now we move gently toward rest. No rush, no sharp turn, only a soft lowering, like a lamp dimming, like a song becoming quieter, like the last color of sunset fading into a peaceful sky. You are ready to drift. You are ready to let the body be cared for by stillness. You are ready to enter the softer part of this journey. Now let your whole body begin to settle. You do not need to follow every word. You do not need to stay alert. You can listen with the soft part of your mind, the part that floats, the part that rests, the part that does not need to understand everything. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe, not far away from yourself, closer to yourself, closer to the quiet place inside you where struggle cannot follow. Take one slow breath in. Count gently in your mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold softly. 1, 2, and release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold gently. 1, 2. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more breath. Slow in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Soft hold. 1, 2. Slow out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. There is nothing else to do. Let the breath breathe itself now. Let the body find its own rhythm. Let the mind become soft around the edges. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Let the scalp relax. Let the forehead smooth. Let the thoughts become like distant clouds. You do not need to follow them. They can move across the sky of your mind and disappear. Let your eyes rest. The eyes that looked for answers. The eyes that searched for signs. The eyes that held back tears. Let them become heavy, soft, quiet. The world can wait outside your eyes. You can turn inward now. Let your cheeks soften. Let your mouth soften. Let the jaw loosen. If the teeth are touching, let there be a little space. You do not need to hold your face together. You do not need to hold any expression. Let the face become peaceful in its own way. Let the throat relax, the throat that carried unspoken words, the throat that held questions, the throat that tried to stay steady. Let it rest. No explanation now, no answer now, no need to speak, only quiet, only breath. Let your shoulders melt downward, heavy, warm, released. Imagine the weight sliding off them, not suddenly, but slowly, like sand slipping through open fingers. You are not carrying the whole story tonight. You are not carrying the whole future tonight. The shoulders can sleep. Let your arms relax. Upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands. Let the hands be soft. The hands that gave. The hand as that worked. The hands that held on. Now they can rest. They do not need to grip. They do not need to reach. They can simply be. Let your chest soften. The heart area becomes warm and quiet, not forced open, not pushed, just allowed. A little space, a little breath, a little rest. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Let your upper back relax. Let the space between the shoulder blades soften. Let the spine feel supported. The body can let go into what is beneath it. The bed, the chair, the floor, the earth, the quiet. Something is holding you right now. Let your belly relax. Let it rise and fall naturally. No holding, no tightening, no shame. Your belly can be soft. Your body can be human. Your breath can move like a slow tide. In and out, in and out. Let your hips become heavy. Let the pelvis relax. Let the lower back release a little more. There is no need to brace, no need to prepare, no need to stay ready for every possible thing. Tonight, readiness can become rest. Let your legs soften, thighs heavy, knees loose, calves quiet, ankles soft, feet resting, toes releasing. Your whole body is becoming quieter, piece by piece, breath by breath. Now feel the whole body at once, the whole body resting, the whole body being allowed to stop, the whole body learning that stillness can be safe, the whole body invited into comfort, no pressure, no demand, only rest. Let these final sleep affirmations move gently. Do not repeat them with effort. Let them drift through you. My body may rest while my life gently unfolds. My mind may grow quiet without solving every question. My heart may soften without losing its wisdom. My breath may guide me into deeper calm. My spirit may receive comfort in simple ways. My inner world may become peaceful as I sleep. My dreams may be held by softness, not fear. My tomorrow may meet me with one gentle step. My body may restore its energy in the quiet of rest. My heart may wake with a little more room for good. My life may open in calm and honest ways. My soul may remember that struggle is not its home. Let those words become slower now. Slower, softer, less like thinking, more like drifting. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Your thoughts can loosen, your body can grow heavy, your breath can become slow, your heart can stop reaching. There is nothing to finish, nothing to check, nothing to prove, nothing to hold, only rest, only breath, only this soft place between waking and sleep. If a thought comes, let it float away. If a worry comes, let it be carried down the quiet river of sleep. If a memory comes, let it pass like a sound in another room. You do not need to follow. You can stay here, soft, warm, held. Your feet are resting. Your legs are resting. Your hips are resting. Your belly is resting. Your chest is resting. Your shoulders are resting. Your arms are resting. Your hands are resting. Your face is resting. Your mind is resting. And deeper beneath all of that, your heart is resting. Not because everything is complete, but because this moment is enough. This breath is enough. This rest is allowed. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe, deeper into quiet, softer in the heart, safe in this gentle night. Let sleep come if it wants to. Let rest come if sleep is not here yet. Let comfort come in whatever way your body can receive it. There is no wrong way. There is no failure here. Only allowing. The body can rest. The mind can loosen. The heart can soften. The night can hold what you cannot carry. And the flow of good can continue quietly without your struggle. Now the words become very simple, very slow. They are not here to wake you. They are here to carry you, like a quiet hum, like soft waves, like warm breath in the dark. Let these words stay with you. Return here whenever you need to remember the softer way. Return here whenever your heart feels tired. Return here whenever your hands begin to grip again. This space is here for you. I can let go and still be guided. I can loosen my hold and still be guided. I can rest my hands and still be guided. My good can arrive with peace. My good can move toward me with peace. My good can meet me in a peaceful way. I do not need to chase what brings me home. I do not need to run after what is truly aligned. I do not need to chase the path that already knows my heart. My breath is a doorway back to calm. My breath brings me nearer to calm. My breath opens the quiet doorway to calm. I can receive at the pace of trust. I can receive slowly, gently, at the pace of trust. I can receive what my heart is ready to hold. There is room in me for peaceful abundance. There is space in me for peaceful abundance. There is a quiet place in me where peaceful abundance can rest. My heart can be soft and still be strong. My heart can stay tender and still be wise. My heart can open gently and still be protected by wisdom. Rest is part of my becoming. Rest belongs inside my becoming. Rest helps my next self rise softly. I may sleep while life keeps moving kindly. I may rest while life keeps moving in gentle ways. I may drift while life continues its quiet work. Good can come without struggle. Good can come without my fear leading the way. Good can come as I soften, breathe, and allow. Now let the loops be calls, me even softer. Not many words, just enough. Let go, be guided, loosen, be held, rest, receive, soften, allow, breathe, drift, deeper, softer, safe. Again, let go, be guided, loosen, be held, rest, receive, soften, allow, breathe, drift, deeper, softer, safe. One more time. Let go, be guided, loosen, be held, rest, receive, soften, allow, breathe, drift, deeper, softer, safe. And as you rest, if one line from this journey touched your heart, you can carry it with you like a small warm stone in your hand. Which line touched your heart the most? You can share it in the comments when you feel ready. Not to perform, not to explain, just as a gentle mark of what your heart heard tonight. If these words helped you, you're welcome to join this space. Stay close to what brings you peace. Return when your heart needs softness. Return when your breath needs room. Return when you need to remember that struggle is not the only way. Now the voice becomes quieter, the words become fewer, the rest becomes deeper. You are allowed to sleep. You are allowed to receive comfort. You are allowed to stop holding the day. You are allowed to let the night be gentle. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. The moment you stop struggling, abundance flows in, softly, quietly, in its own time, in its own way, through peace, through rest, through open hands, through a heart that no longer has to fight. Let your breathing slow. Let your body be heavy. Let your mind be loose. Let your heart be warm. Let the night carry you. Nothing more is needed. Nothing more is asked. You can rest now. You can receive now. You can let the soft river of peace carry you home. May your heart sleep in kindness. May your breath rest in peace. May your life open gently, one quiet blessing at a time, at a time.